All across Britain, ordinary people are keeping a shocking secret.
We are in the dining room.
And their numbers are growing.
This is my bedroom, and this is how I live.
Over 1 million people are now living among mountains of clutter and rubbish.
Oh, it just makes me so frustrated.
And when a hoard takes over...
Oh dear.
Jo!
It can damage everyone that lies in its path.
We just need to get it cleared, Mum.
That is not at all constructive or helpful, I'm sorry.
Love you.
Pushing families to breaking point.
The problem's caused by you, Alison. By you and all your stuff.
Psychotherapist Stelios Kiosses has been treating hoarders for the last 16 years.
There's a little hoarder in all of us. When it's out of hand, that's what makes it different. I can't get out. I'm trapped.
And together with professional declutterers,
The droppings are quite big, actually.
believes he can give hoarders back their homes and their lives in just 6 weeks.
Oh my God, you can get around.
Oh my God!
Tonight,
Down here,
Wow.
lots and lots of school stuff.
Stelios helps one of the most extreme hoarders he's met, a teacher living amongst a hazardous collection of children's toys and books. And compulsive collector Alison,
That is a coat hanger, which this is handy for getting into a car.
who, like many hoarders, is pushing her relationship to the brink.
You couldn't care less if I walked out the door now.
I've come in and I'm stressed out. and I-
That is the problem, Alison.
In Basingstoke, 41-year-old garage attendant Alison is an obsessive collector of something unique.
I have to make sure I haven't missed any ladybirds. That's my biggest fear.
What's your biggest love in life?
Ladybirds, definitely. It's ladybirds. Ladybirds is the only thing.
Behind the doors of her 4-bedroom suburban semi, Alison's devotion to ladybirds is taking over her home. She bought her house 8 years ago and since then has spent over £40,000 filling it with clothes, trinkets and ornaments, obsessively buying multiples of the same item.
There's ladybirds in everything. Ladybirds, ladybirds. Ladybird hat. Kid's hat, which is not really appropriate, but I absolutely love it. Had to have it. Can't help it. It's got a ladybird on. This lampshade, the table weights, socks. And guess what? They've all got ladybirds on. All my ladybird bras from Debenhams. I actually had to get a store card to buy all these because there were so many and I needed to buy the lot. If I buy the lot, at least I know nobody else will have them. As you see, I like these shoes. I have about 12 pairs of these. I can't honestly really explain why I have to have so many of them, but it's comforting to know that there's plenty, that I'm not going to run out of them.
Alison shares her home with 7 cats and boyfriend of 3 years, Sam. But the hoard is starting to have a serious impact on her relationship.
Just deteriorates to Sam getting angry, that's all that happens.
Yeah, but I don't see why I should have to tidy it up. It's not, I have
You don't
not
have
made
to
any of
tidy
them.
it up, you have to just give me a hand in getting rid or, or doing something.
But it's not my place to do it. I haven't caused the problem. So I don't see why I should have to sort it out.
After 3 years living together, landscape gardener Sam has become so frustrated that domestic life is now a daily battleground.
It's a mess. There's just stuff everywhere and it's a mess. Can't get my clothes out of my drawers. Can't do nothing. And then you wonder why I wear the same clothes for 3 weeks, because I can't get my other ones. Drives me mad.
What are the good times you have together?
Can't remember.
So why are you here?
I don't have to put up with this. Why are you here? That's what I want to know. Why are you here?
Me?
Yeah.
With her relationship at breaking point, Alison has turned to psychotherapist Stelios Kiosses for help.
The hoarding is the problem. It's the compulsive side that is the problem. The more compulsively you do something, the bigger the problem is. The reason for that is because it becomes excessive, it takes over your life, and ultimately can injure you or kill you.
Stelios is meeting Alison for the first time to see the scale of her problem.
Hello, Stelios.
Hi.
Hi, right. I'm afraid this is it.
This is it?
This is exposing myself totally now. This is
That's
my problem.
all right.
It looks a little bit worse today. Haven't had a lot of chance to clear it up. Normally
That's
I would try to make it a little bit tidier. So
That's okay. You don't have to clear it up for me. What I want you to show me is the items you are more emotionally attached to?
Well, the hard thing is that I'm emotionally attached to most of this room, which is
I know
really
you are,
hard.
but the items you feel, oh, it's a little bit further than...
Ooh, ladybirds, these things, they're absolutely...
But which items? Which specific
This
items?
one.
This one.
There's Lucy ladybird. I've had her for a long time, Lucy.
Okay.
And there's other 2 ladybirds there.
The ones on the floor?
Yeah.
Why do you love ladybirds?
Because they are the cutest colours. I don't know, there must be something. They're so neat and tidy.
Early experiences in your life about ladybirds or something similar?
We always had to respect them, because my dad used to get cross and say, every time you walk on the grass, you're killing insects. I always remember just saving them to make sure they were right, because I was so worried people would tread on them. They seemed so good going about their business, and they're good because they eat aphids, and you're always told that ladybirds are good.
Stelios believes Alison's obsession with ladybirds is her way of preserving her childhood, but is holding her back emotionally.
Do you think that particular feeling of feeling extreme emotions about inanimate objects can interfere with a relationship or with how we feel about a human being? Do you think it could...
Makes me too sensitive as well. I've got so sensitive that just the littlest thing bothers me, you know, littlest thing.
So maybe in therapy, part of your work will be to get this extreme, you know, over-attachment to things back to a normal sense of attachment.
Yeah, I find I struggle with being oversensitive.
As he delves further, Stelios catches sight of someone amongst the clutter.
You're Sam?
Yeah.
Hi, Sam.
I'm the long-suffering boyfriend.
You're the long-suffering boyfriend? Yeah. Oh.
And I'm pretty pissed off.
Come down. I'll come up in a minute as well, but come down. I can sense a bit of tension.
Yes,
something happened.
Yes.
The problem is, everything's about Alison. Alison cares about Alison and the cats. No, she wants me to be here for her, but... For what?
Do you feel left out?
Second best to the cats, that's what
Second best to everything. You know, you couldn't care less if I walked out the door now.
I've come in and I'm stressed out.
That is the problem, Alison.
He's very upset.
Yeah, and it upsets me, but I can't think. I so want something badly out of this that I can't. It's an issue that at the moment I've just taken him away because I can't deal with that.
We'll go and see how he is. Is he okay with that if we do that?
I hope so. I worry because
Do you want to ask him if it's okay to see it?
Okay. Sam? Sam?
What?
Please, will you come and talk to Stelios?
Why?
Please?
For you?
For you as well.
The problem's caused by you, Alison. By you and all your stuff. But you just say anything, you just twist it in any way you can.
Sam, I'm doing the absolute most I can, and this is killing me. This is very, very hard.
Yeah, well, look at me. Look at me, Alison.
But you've spent your life asking me to do this.
He's very distraught. I think he needs some time on his own. You know, I think, you know, quite a difficult situation that I've come into. So it's not just the clutter, but it's also, you know, the problem with the relationship and everything that's in between. And it's obviously the clutter creates all these problems.
Alison's inability to stop hoarding isn't unique. 33 miles away in the Royal Borough of Windsor, 62-year-old Sunday school teacher Jo has dedicated her life to her young pupils.
And what we were going to do today, Loopy, something about the seasons. When I've got the right materials around me, I can do absolutely anything. And look at them, they're having a lovely time now. They're beginning now to warm up.
She's very fun and she's a very good teacher and you learn a lot.
Why have I brought a hedgehog in? What does a hedgehog do in autumn?
She's like a loving grandma that, you know, really cares for the children and looks after them.
Jo's pupils and colleagues have no idea that she is hiding a guilty secret. Inside her £500,000 four-bed Windsor house is a vast hoard that's piled high and has taken over every room in her home.
My house is full to the brim. You're sort of tunnelling to get through the dining room. I've just about got walkways to get to everything I need to get to, but it is rather full to say the least.
Jo's been a primary school teacher for the past 40 years, and she can't stop collecting teaching materials in case her pupils need them.
We have the odd donkey costume, if you'd like to be a donkey in the Christmas play. We could well have an avalanche any minute now. We have hundreds and hundreds of mini beasts, the odd frog or two. We have various fish, all sorts of little creatures, puppets, I'm good on puppets, school books, children's books. It's got to be tens of thousands, 100,000. Children's games, plastic pots that I've used for when we're doing printing. I love home magazines. Isn't that just ironic when you look at the state of this place?
Like many hoarders, Jo's compulsive collecting has turned her home into a treacherous hazard. The kitchen is a dangerous mountain of out-of-date food.
My preparation space, I tend to do everything on the cooker. Let's move those off. And I tend to do things on the cooker, and somewhere over there I seem to manage to balance things around.
The dining suite has not been seen for over 3 years.
You would not believe it, under there somewhere is an old Welsh table.
And even the bedroom is overflowing with books and magazines.
Bedroom is chock-a-block full. I can just about make it into bed, into my little cosy cocoon and nest. Don't have a tremendous amount of people around. It's not a lot of room, really, to have big parties and things. I tend to go out a lot more and go and see them.
Oh, there's a good store here, Jo. Now, you're not going to keep them at home, are you?
Good friend Jancis has known Jo for over 2 decades, but hasn't been allowed inside her home for over 7 years.
Although I've dropped her off at the door and picked her up and posted the odd letter through, but I haven't actually been inside. And so I'm looking forward to actually going through the door.
I do sometimes feel a bit ashamed of how I am. I do feel that because other people aren't like that. It does get me down. It does make me annoyed at times when I trip over something, or get another landslide or an avalanche and everything comes flying down. Yes, I do get a bit cross.
Jo's husband, John, passed away 3 years ago, and her 2 sons are now grown up and living their own lives.
Oh, my worst fears are I will become a little old lady and sort of squashed in all the mess and sort of vanish in the dining room amongst all the stuff in there. I think I have got a hoarding problem, without a doubt. I think I need to get it all sorted out and move forward.
In Basingstoke, Stelios is meeting 41-year-old compulsive hoarder Alison and her boyfriend Sam.
You couldn't care less if I walked out the door now.
I've come in and I'm stressed out.
That is the problem, Alison.
Alison's growing ladybird collection is having a serious impact on her relationship.
The problem's caused by you, Alison. By you and all your stuff. But you just, anything, you just twist it in any way you can.
Stelios wants to get to the root of their issues.
God, it's so hard. It really is, because the way we act and the way we are together, it's not healthy.
How often does this happen?
This has happened
conflict?
Quite a lot. Years. We've been together 4 years, and I think the clutter is the biggest problem in our relationship.
Well, maybe we can incorporate and we can ask him to, to help out. You can typically see how, a hoard, the clutter can create so much tension and aggravation in a relationship. The challenge with Alison would be her emotional attachment to things. And I think when the time comes to do some more serious decluttering, she will find it really difficult to part with some of the stuff.
In Windsor, Berkshire, primary school teacher Jo is living in the middle of a vast hoard of children's textbooks and toys.
Any of this stuff could go any minute, and it virtually buries you. One thing goes, it is literally a landslide.
She's waiting anxiously for her first visit from psychotherapist Stelios Kiosses.
The worst outcome today is that we don't like each other. If we get on well, I'm much more likely to do things he asks me than if I, as I say, horns drawn, Taurus the bull, I may not take to it kindly. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Have a look at my dining room that vanished. Mind you, don't fall, quite seriously, There are boxes sticking out. Christmas decorations down here.
Wow.
Lots and lots of school stuff. Everything's likely to go at any minute.
It is any minute, yes. I know.
Yeah, I've got everything. You name it, it's all under there.
Okay, well, there's a lot of stuff to sort here. I know it's your house, but...
Stelios ventures cautiously upstairs to investigate the bedrooms.
That's bad.
I know.
Well, there's clutter and clutter.
That's too much clutter.
That's
Very
extreme clutter.
Yeah.
It's making me feel quite oppressed and claustrophobic and quite stagnant.
Yeah.
Feels quite... really like... It's like your darkest
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
Part of the house, you know.
Yeah.
Jo's hoarding spiralled out of control 3 years ago after losing her husband, John, following 32 years of marriage.
When John was diagnosed with cancer, I screamed the hospital down, absolutely screamed the hospital down.
You screamed?
Yeah, I did. I had 4 people holding me down. Yeah, I just felt complete and utter despair. I just thought, where do I go from here? Yeah, which was hard. Very hard, yeah.
Do you think the hoard has got worse because...
This was empty.
This was empty?
Yeah, it's my way of coping. I think it's my security blanket.
One of the many reasons people have compulsive hoarding is because there's trauma.
Yeah.
Items,
Yeah.
things, replace humans.
Yeah.
You have the sense that, you know, I'm not going to be abandoned. It's going to be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, no, that's right.
But it's all an illusion.
Yeah.
It's not real.
No, that's right. It's not
It's a
people.
no, it's a false sense of security. Okay, the homework
Right.
for the next session. If you can get up to 6 boxes
Yep.
and then sort out in each box your different toys.
Yeah.
Then once you've segregated the toys,
Yeah.
we can look at perhaps giving them to charity, selling some of them,
Yeah.
whatever you feel comfortable. But to start with, start putting those toys in those 6 boxes.
Yeah, fine.
You think you
Okay.
can do that?
Yeah,
And
okay.
good luck.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you very much
I'll,
indeed. Okay.
Stelios has set Jo her first task, but completing it is rarely easy.
I think one of the biggest challenges we're going to see with Jo is her letting go of certain items. And that's a classic battle.
A week after Stelios' visit, Jo invites close friend Jancis over to help start to clear the hoard.
Jan's reaction when she sees the house for the first time for quite a lot of years is going to be an absolute picture. I think she's going to sort of be very polite. She's usually very polite about things, but I think inside she'll be thinking, my God, Father's Jo, what have you done? What has happened?
It's the first time she's been round in 7 years.
Hello, nice to see you. Haven't been in here for a while, have you?
Oh, my kidding aunt.
Had you realised it was like that?
No.
So I don't know. I usually come to you instead.
I know.
Yes, you haven't seen it for a while, have you?
No, there was a middle to it. Jo. Goodness me, I don't know what to say. It's just so full.
The dining room, as was. Oh dear.
Jo. What a lot. Is it like this all the way down, or is it...
I think it is. I think it's magazines underneath. I think it's an awful lot
How
of...
did it... Is that a spider?
No, it's a bit of a Christmas tree.
Oh, I thought...
Oh, I think I'm full of spiders. You don't like spiders?
Well, if they're small...
The kitchen.
Golly, how do you make anything? There's so much of everything. There's no surface. Oh, well, this is the table.
Oh, yeah, that's the table under there.
Just wonder what I can do to help. It's just where to start.
I know, that's right.
Stelios' first task for Jo is to fill 6 boxes of toys to give to charity. After her tour, Jancis is eager to get stuck in.
Come on.
Oops, sorry. I knew we were going to have catastrophes. That's my hot water bottle from Jackie. That better not go.
No. Oh, what about the little puppets?
I might keep the puppets, actually, because I have quite a lot of puppets. These are costumes in here. See, they're my black T-shirt. Now, black and white T-shirts I will keep, because I bought those. Oh, that's... I might keep that, actually. That's all Jubilee stuff.
Oh. Do you think you'll use it again?
I will use it. I use it every year. It's St George's Day and things like that.
All right then, perhaps.
Yeah, I know the sort of things I want to...
We're just putting them from one side to the other.
I know, I spend my life doing that. I'm going to be hard pushed to get 6 out of here, I think.
Well, we can have 6 boxes of something else.
Yeah, that needs sorting. I'll put that in the hall, shall I?
But will you sort it?
Yeah, no, I will do.
Promise?
I promise, honest. Oh, and he's a puppet. I quite like the puppets.
Not going very well. We're transferring things from one box to another. What could you part with willingly?
No, I don't know really. It's different things.
Is there anything here that we can just say let's let it go?
That's what I don't know, to be honest. There's a couple of those weighing machine. But you see, they're all so useful, aren't they, really, you know?
Oh, little animals.
Yeah.
Charity shop?
No, they're brand new, aren't they, those? I honestly think the only one who can sort a lot of it out is me.
Oh, it's really hard. And it's tiring as well. It's just... Oh, dear, I don't know. Just don't know, really. And I do want to help. It's just... It's a case you can't see the wood for the trees, really.
After 3 hours, Jancis leaves with just one box of toys.
She's reasonably pushy. She got more pushy towards the end. I think she got bored as well, and she realised we weren't making a lot of headway. But I don't expect to do things quickly. I'm not expecting it to, you know, be ground down very quickly, because I will find it very hard. I will resist. I will get very grumpy. People will find that. I should do it at my own pace, you know.
Back in Basingstoke, Stelios has asked Alison and Sam to work together to clear her hoard. And the first stage is the dining area.
We need these boxes.
We need to go and look in the garage, Alison. That's what we need to do.
Oh, let's go
That's what
down
we'd
there
established that ages ago. Just put this stuff down, Alison.
Can I not take these little two things?
Well, what are you going to do? Just put them on the side? It's pointless. You're going to keep it all together, don't you?
OK, all right then.
Are you coming or not?
Yeah.
Alison's hoard has also spread to the garage.
What's that?
That is a coat hanger, this is handy for getting into a car. Oh no, there's a little baby jelly cat. Oh God, this is all my fluffy toys. Oh, there's some kitties. Look at that card, isn't it lovely? Look. Happy birthday, Alison from Training
Let's not
Wheel.
reminisce, Alison. Let's sort stuff out.
That is so sweet, though.
Do you want me to take that out? So there's no point in just moving it to there.
This is posters, and there's some really good ones in here. There's even Frank Zappa sat on the toilet. Is that coming out?
Well, I'm just putting it out here to make space, Alison.
Yeah.
You can't just move everything
I
around.
was just hoping that we could get it in with the amount of room we'd created.
Get what in? What, everything that's up there?
No? It's really hard. It takes so much time to try and work together because Sam gets stressed out about it and he can't pick it a little bit. He just closes down.
I just find it more stressful because there's no space to move around. You can't put anything down. You can't do anything really. There's just not enough space.
Three weeks into her hoarding therapy, and Stelios has invited Jo to his clinic to discuss her husband's death 3 years ago.
What we can talk about today, if that's okay with you, is to talk about one of the biggest losses, which is the loss of your husband. Do you mind if I pull a chair? Okay, sorry.
He's employing a therapy called empty chair technique, where the patient is encouraged to talk to someone who is no longer in their life.
We just imagine him sitting here with us. Tell him how you've missed him all since his death.
Oh, I missed you constantly. I missed you literally all the time because you're never there. I just felt really, really, really angry because you've left me, because, you know, you're not allowed to bow out. I assumed you would be with me until probably your mid-70s, something like that. I didn't expect you to go so early. You went far, far too early.
Tell him about how your compulsive hoarding has become part of this. You know, you're trying to fill the gap.
This relates to you very much. It's the emptiness of you going, and that I've sort of filled the gaps, but filled it with things that I can control. I can sort of go out and buy magazines and things. I hoard possessions, apparently, because I've had so much loss in my life. I don't have any control over those. So obviously I cling to other things that maybe I can control, as in the hoarding.
Jo may have started to understand why she clings to her possessions, but over the past 3 weeks, she's only managed to get rid of one small box of toys. Stelios has decided to take drastic action and sent round professional declutterers Alison and Zoe to tackle the hoard head-on.
Right, Jo. You don't look so frightened. We haven't even started yet.
I'm scared, I'm petrified.
Be scared,
Sandwich
be really
between
scared. No. So this is the area we're going to start.
Yeah.
We're going to try and clear some space and find that dining room table under there somewhere.
Okay.
So, as Alison said, what we're doing is we're trying to get rid of the clothes first. Okay?
Yep.
Zoe and Alison start by categorising the items. But the real test for Jo is when they start to physically remove things from the house.
You see all these boxes that are labelled? We're going to lose a box. Keep that one, and let's lose this bag, can we?
No, because you've got because you've got things in there.
What have you got in here? Does that go with that?
There's 6 of those. There should be 2 more.
Come on.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not that it's difficult. It's that it's all different things.
You're done. What about that? Do you need
Roll
this?
up. Yeah, they're quite good actually.
How many? You keep saying that. They're all very good.
I know.
Jo is sticking to her guns.
I shan't go along with everything that's told me, as everybody I think will realise. I get grumpy because letting go is very difficult to do, because I can see a use for most things.
With Jo battling to part with anything, the following morning Alison and Zoe return with a surprise. They've secretly arranged a skip in the hope it will push Jo into accepting that she can't keep everything.
You know it's needed though, don't you? You know we do need it. We do.
I suppose so, yeah.
It will. I know it's not. You know.
Yeah, and I don't like that. It looks such a bloody big one.
This time you've got Stelios. This time you really want this to happen.
Yeah.
So this time it's only there to help us.
Yeah.
It's not there to hinder us, and it's not there to upset you or
No,
embarrass you.
Yeah. Just don't fancy people going past and having a nose in and, oh, look what she's thrown out, look what they've done there, oh, yeah. I just don't like the whole thing about could have done without it, yeah.
Honestly, I know it's hard. Give us a hug. No, come on.
No,
come on.
I'm not.
No, come on, stop it now. Now, listen, I know. I know that upset you earlier, but...
Yes, oh, it really did.
I know it has. I know it's thrown you.
Yeah,
I know it has.
I don't need, as I say, I don't need surprises.
No.
Just keep me informed, yeah.
Jo is a particularly difficult client to work with. She's lovely, but she's very strong and very determined. Although she will be focused, if she really doesn't like what you're saying, she'll probably walk off or she'll make some excuse as to why she needs to be away.
The worst scenario is that if Jo doesn't lose more, that it's not going to happen.
In Basingstoke, it's 4 weeks since Stelios started his hoarding therapy with Alison. But in all that time, very little has left her home, and it's caused extreme tension with boyfriend Sam.
Need to actually just throw a load of it away. It's not getting anywhere.
What? Not getting anywhere?
No, it's not, is it? All we're doing is moving stuff around.
So while Sam's at work, declutterers Alison and Zoe have come round to help.
Yeah, all right.
Hello, Alison.
Hi, I'm Alison. Thanks. I'm Alison and Zoe.
Hi, I'm Zoe.
All
Hi,
right.
nice to meet you.
Come on in. And obviously the theme in this house is pretty obvious. It's
Yes,
ladybirds.
it's definitely
But the
ladybirds.
thing is that I just want it thinned.
We're going to start working our way around and bring this room back to life.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Well, first of all, we better move
Wash
these
up.
off, haven't
Yeah,
we?
that's broken.
I think we'll need a bag out. So what are we doing with this one?
It's to go, isn't it, really? I love it, but it can go into charity.
Well done.
And I like my ladybird.
Oh,
got a
there
few.
had to be a ladybird, didn't
Yeah,
there?
What?
Alison!
What?
All those brooms! Do you know what, Alison? I'm not usually speechless. Alison! What are we going to do with you? Wellingtons to back! Oh! Because we've got so many brooms and brushes and brooms, we're going to take them outside.
Right, okay.
Just so that you can see how many you have.
Me, but they were a bargain. They were only one real bargain.
Right, can you bring some of these? I have never seen so many ladybirds. So, Alison, come over here, my darling. What's your reaction to this collection?
It's okay. It's acceptable. It's ladybirds. It's enough to last me for my lifetime. I don't know how long I'm going to live, but at least I'll always have a ladybird scrubbing brush.
You've been working with Stelios, and it's about trying to relinquish sometimes
Space.
some of the things that you love, but you know it can go to a good cause. And I'd like to see you. See, Alison's got the ladybird bag. See if you can donate.
A bag full of ladybirds?
If that's possible. I'd like you to go around walk round, give yourself some time to think about it. Talk to me while you're doing it and give me the reasons why you can do it. Why have we got so many wellies? Because we've got all these. How
Okay,
many?
well, fair enough. Those don't fit me. I was going to make them into plant pots, but they don't fit me.
Well done.
These, I probably don't need both pairs.
Well done.
Yeah, I knew. So those, I like those so much. Let me just see if I can get my foot in those. But they are so cute for flower pots. Oh, aren't they cute? Oh, God, they're just lovely.
Alison, next one.
So I'll keep 2 of these.
Good. What about these?
They are so lovely. They are good quality as well.
So how many of these do we need to keep? We've got 7.
3, could I keep?
Yes, that's fine. That's good. I think you've done absolutely marvellous.
Doesn't look like a collection now, does it really?
No, but that's what it's
yeah.
about. Trying to get it in control, about having an acceptable amount, not something that's taking your house over.
Yeah, they'll fit in the cupboard as well. Yeah, yeah.
Your life isn't going to be changing if you lose a few ladybirds. You're going to be okay.
Yeah. Oh, somewhere in the world I'll find another one.
Oh, come on, give me a hug. That's brilliant.
It's just a bit hard. That was a bit of a task where I was so pleased everyone thought, wow, what a lot of lovely stuff. And then to make me get rid of it, it's a little bit like, well, it's a test, isn't it? And I've got to do it, and I've done it.
Although the declutterers have had some success with Alison, back in Windsor, they are finding it harder to persuade Jo to part with her hoard.
I just love those.
You're keeping this, but you've got loads of these.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I keep them, because I've got several of them. Yeah.
This is empty.
Yeah, but it could be serving a purpose because I'm not...
But it's not, because we need to get things out.
No, I don't know.
With primary school teacher Jo still holding on to her clutter and Alison starting to move forward, Stelios wants them to get together to see if they can help each other.
Hello. Hi. Nice to see you.
Sorry, I'm cold.
Yeah, join us.
Okay. For me, as your therapist, for both of you, it was very important to bring you together. And if it's done properly, it is amazing. The support, the healing, the encouragement, the relief you feel that you're not the only one suffering.
Stelios has arranged for Jo and Alison to receive some pampering together in the hope the relaxed surroundings will encourage them to open up and support each other.
I've realised that in about the last years, 18 months, I've really started to get absolutely ridiculous because I felt that I might get fed up with something and then I go out and I buy more and I actually feel better. Do you ever do that? And
Retail therapy works wonders.
What do you buy when you go out and buy?
Magazines.
Magazines.
Always a magazine, my escapism. Is it all ladybird? Lots and lots of ladybirds?
It's mostly ladybirds with cats and bees and then some other insects as well.
I mean, I knew mine was bad. I just didn't realise quite how bad I'd become.
It's only when I started the therapy that I realised how huge the payment was in return. It's giving you the tools to do something about it.
Yeah. That was an interesting experience with Alison. We've actually got a tremendous amount in common. It's making me sort of think twice about why I'm keeping things and trying to assess the reasons. I mean, I've looked at so many of the books in the house and actually thought to myself, first time ever, why am I bothering to keep these? Why, I'm not going to read them again. Why am I doing it?
A week later, Stelios is sending Alison and Zoe back to Windsor with a make-or-break plan for Jo. To demonstrate the scale of her hoard, Alison and Zoe have cleared the downstairs of all the toys and textbooks and piled them into one huge stack in the garden.
I just want today over and done with. I'm not feeling anything really. I just feel I want to just get it over and do it, and that's then the last final hurdle. I hope the final big hurdle. After all these weeks, so I just want to get it done basically.
My worst fear for Jo today is to not react at all, and I feel that if she doesn't, and she doesn't see the seriousness of that, this all goes back into the house, and that would be such a mistake. She said she's tried to do it before. She's never been able to do it. She's got us. She's put her trust in us. But if she doesn't do this today, then I think poor Jo's lost.
Alison and Zoe have amassed over 70 boxes of children's items.
You need to remember why you're here today,
Yeah.
why we're doing this.
No, to try and clear the house and get it sorted.
I want you to be mindful of that. I want you
Yeah.
to stay focused on that and the
Yeah.
reasons why we're
Yeah,
here today,
yeah.
because things have got to change.
Yeah, no, fine, okay. It's good, I've got a good hoard, haven't I?
You've certainly got a good hoard. It's huge.
To make it easier for Jo to part with her possessions, Zoe and Alison have contacted a charity that supplies schools in Africa, hoping it will inspire her.
Shall we start
Is it?
over
Yeah,
there?
yeah, yeah.
Let me get over here and I'm going to pass things to you. And I want you to tell me how you're feeling.
Yeah,
about
no, they
these.
can go. No, they can go. Let them go.
Very good.
Yep, no, they're fine. Those encyclopedias, I think, are too old, but they will go to a charity.
Wonderful.
Somewhere, all right?
You
Yeah, let
happy?
them, no, I'm not happy, but they can go. Yeah, let them go, let them go.
They're
Let
your
them go.
decisions.
Yeah, no, go on, let them go. Bloody things. Right, those can go as well.
And those as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Lovely.
Take those as well. Yeah, no, take them. Yeah.
After 4 hours, Jo's agreed to donate 7 boxes of books and 13 bags of educational toys.
I don't mind saying goodbye to it if it's going to do some good for somebody, for youngsters, and get them on the road to reading. I'm all for that. If it's going to inspire the next generation, great. Yeah, I'd love to.
I'm pleased to say we all ended up on a good note.
Yeah.
She's happy and indeed she wants us back, so she must be very happy.
And we must be doing something right.
The next morning, while Jo's at work, she leaves Alison and Zoe to tackle the kitchen.
There is a lot of food out of date. Mostly 2008 and 9, basically. Here, breadcrumbs, mix, but it's all gone. Yeah, I have to get another bag.
Apart from it being a health hazard, because there's so much stuff in here and Jo could easily have a fall, it's chaos, a chaotic kitchen.
Really hope that we don't get from Jo is that she's angry. We might get the silent treatment. I am a bit anxious about that, I have to say.
This will be the first time Jo gets to see her kitchen clear of clutter in over 3 years.
Blimey, doesn't it look big? Wow, fantastic. That is amazing. I'm very grateful again.
Oh, darling. Oh. You know, I was so worried in case you were going to be angry with us. I really thought.
No, I'm not. It's really lovely.
I thought, oh, I was
this-
so nervous for you.
It is just
You
amazing.
trusted us so much.
I look like a normal person
Now,
again.
are you
that's
excited?
Yeah, really excited now.
I see an excitement in
Much
you, which
better.
I didn't
Oh,
think
it's
we'd
well.
see.
I was petrified. I was really scared.
We'll see you. Now. Today was a really positive, brilliant outcome. I didn't expect that reaction from Jo at all.
Oh, I'm so pleased.
I'm
so pleased.
I'm thrilled. And I think we're on to new things. I think she's really going to change. I think there is some hope.
It's been 6 weeks since Stelios first visited Alison in Basingstoke. With the help of the declutterers, she has finally started to clear her home.
It's full.
But making the changes has put her relationship under immense strain.
Good boy. Yeah, Sam is moving out because we've realised now that it's not helpful. We need to separate. We have to separate, and it's the only way to go. And I know that. And now I'm actually finally strong enough to say, right, that's it. I've got to do what I need to do.
It's the end of Alison's therapy with Stelios, and he's come round to see how she's progressing.
Hello, Stelios. All right, come on in. All right.
Previously, her home was filled with ladybird paraphernalia, and the table was so cramped it was impossible to sit down to eat a meal. Now there is an open dining space, and the decluttering process is taking place.
This is amazing.
This is a dining table that you wouldn't have
At
ever
last.
expected to see.
Disturb the ladybirds.
Right.
So last time when I was here, of course, the first thing that hit me was
Crikey.
the crisis in this house. I think it overshadowed all the clutter, the crisis, you know.
Yeah.
So what's happened since?
I've explained to Sam that if he moves out, it makes it easier. It makes it easier for me to heal and to sort myself out. This is a time when I have to be for me, have to be selfish, and I have to do this for me.
So when I first saw you, I saw somebody who was over-attached to things.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing somebody who's less attached, who's more balanced, more normal, more rational.
It's a relief. It's like I'm unburdening myself as well. I feel lighter now and more positive, and I see things in a more positive way, differently. I'm looking out through a different pair of eyes. I feel that I'm actually able to enjoy the things I've got now. And that suddenly I'm being rewarded now because the few things that I will have, I will really, really enjoy.
Keep up with the good work.
Yeah.
Always become aware of what you do. Always ask yourself, do I want this or do I need this? Well, that was fantastic. What a transformation. What a change. She's able to distinguish if her relationship is destructive or healthy and make changes for that. She's been able to declutter parts of her home. She's understood through therapy that the need to be over-attached to things does not serve any purpose whatsoever.
After 6 weeks, Alison is on the road to recovery and has the confidence to move on in her life and continue to let go of her hoard.
That was brilliant, excellent, really positive. Definitely feel it's going to get better. This is just the beginning. The rest is for me to do.
In Windsor, it's been 6 weeks since Stelios' first visit, and he's returning to see if Jo has been able to reclaim her home.
I can see through.
Got a new bell as well.
Hello, oh my goodness.
Just 6 weeks ago, primary teacher Jo was drowning under a gigantic hoard she'd amassed following the death of her husband.
You would not believe it, under there somewhere is an old Welsh table.
The lounge was smothered in children's textbooks and magazines she couldn't bear to be parted with. Now she has a bright and airy living space, and the blinds are proudly raised for the first time in 3 years.
Look at that.
Good, isn't it?
This is amazing. How wonderful. Look at that, I can walk round.
The dining room was a huge mountain of toys and games that had completely hidden the table. Now she has plenty of room to entertain her friends.
Where is the mountain?
I know, mountain went in a skip.
What a lovely room. Doesn't it feel relaxing?
Yeah, it feels much
Doesn't
better.
it feel like...
Nice to be able to come and sit, actually, if and when I found the chairs.
Although there's still work to be done, with some areas untouched and boxes waiting to be thrown away, Jo is well on her way to getting rid of her hoard entirely.
I've got my eye on things that need to go anyway. I think of the next things will be the school folders, and I've got masses of great big thick folders.
The thing is, you
That's
know
instant
what you need.
space.
So let's say hypothetically, if I had a magic wand,
Yeah.
and I went like this,
Yes.
and it all came back now.
No, I don't want it.
How would you feel?
No, I wouldn't be happy. Not now.
Why?
Seeing as it could be, because it's so much better like this, without a doubt. It's light and airy.
That's good, because that's a sign for me now that you have changed.
I'm
If you have that
moving on.
fear,
No.
This is not a miracle cure. This is
No,
not an overnight.
No.
It's about a kickstart. It's about
That's exactly what I
kickstart, a
keep
mental
saying.
kickstart,
Yeah.
and a physical kickstart.
Yeah. Slight difference in here, I think. Has it changed a bit? What do you reckon? We have a kitchen.
What's amazing, you know,
It seems a lot bigger.
double the size.
It does, doesn't it? I know.
6 weeks ago, every surface of the kitchen was covered in boxes and out-of-date food, making it difficult to use. Now, for the first time in years, Jo has a kitchen to be proud of.
Is this the real goodbye?
This is the
The
goodbye.
real big goodbye. Oh,
You've
that's
done
a
really
shame.
well.
Yes, I'm so sad to see you go.
I
But thank you
know.
very much for the therapy. It's been
Welcome.
marvellous.
Final
Been
thoughts.
fantastic.
Final thoughts from me.
Yep.
You've created this space.
Yeah.
Use it for your friends,
Yeah.
for your family,
Yeah.
and most importantly, use it for yourself.
Yeah.
To enjoy yourself.
Yeah. I will.
You deserve it. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Well
Yeah,
done.
Thank you very much
You're welcome.
indeed. Thanks for the
Take
support.
care.
No longer embarrassed by her hoard, for the first time in years, Jo has decided to host a tea party. The last time friend Jancis visited, the house was crammed full of clutter.
I must say I am feeling quite excited and interested to see how well she's done, because when I helped her clear up, tried to help, she was very reluctant to get rid of things. Hello.
Hiya, how are you doing?
Oh, nice to see you. It's been a long time.
I know.
Oh, goodness me.
Your face is a picture for the second time.
Oh, how fantastic.
Has it changed a bit?
Goodness me. You work wonders here.
For friends and neighbours, it's the opportunity to see her home clear of clutter for the very first time.
What do you reckon?
Oh, wow! You've got a kitchen! I can't believe this. Oh, Jo,
It's not like the
so
same room,
pretty.
is it?
Oh, and there's a table.
Everything was everywhere and I was like, it's all been tidied.
I know. I think I do feel in a happier place. I certainly feel in a different place. I'll just keep going now, I hope, just to do more. So it's been a really good experience. It's been horrendous. It's been roller coaster. It's been very, very hard. And I haven't been easy to work with. I know I've been a challenge, but I think we've sort of got there in the end.